Question number 24 of the PhilNITS FE morning portion of the exam. In this question, we are being asked, which of the following is the broadcast address of the network 192.168.10.0/23? Okay, so how do we choose which one is the correct answer? I ended up choosing the wrong answer, letter B. Because the correct answer is supposed to be letter D. Now, we need to know why I chose B and why D is the correct answer. And the rest, why are they not even included in the likely answers? I think that I chose letter B because I knew that having a zero for the last part of the address doesn't seem to be the normal thing that we'd see in any type of network system. Okay, so I thought that this is too unusual. What about C? I think that 511 is also not even a possible address in a network like this. So I put an X mark here. So eventually we end up with B and D. I thought that because this one is 10, then I'd go with B. And also because having an 11 like this, when you got 10 already here, doesn't seem to be the type of address that you'll find if you're dealing with 192.168.10 already. Of course, there's this part 23 here that will be crucial later on when I explain why letter D is the correct answer. But I thought that the usual thing that I would often see is if you got 10 here, this one will be 10 as well. Even though the rest of the numbers here are the same, it's only 10 or 11. I chose B, thinking that I did the right thing. But it turns out letter D is correct because there is a case like what we have here where 11 would be okay. Okay, because of the 23 here. Now, we need to explain what exactly is this 23. If we look at my notes, this one's supposed to signify the subnet mask. Now, what is a subnet mask? It's a way for us to identify an IP address. Okay, and if we are to put 23 into this form, we know that 8 plus 8 plus 7 should give us 23. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 7 should give us 23. Alright. And then because we don't have any more left, we put 0 here. And then we need to convert these numbers into binary. And the way to do that is if we got 8, then we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same way for the second part of the address of the subnet mask address. Now, if we got 7 and not 8, how do we put that into binary? We have to start from left and go to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last one is 0 because we only have 7. Now the last one is 0 here, so the whole thing is going to be 0. And then we need to make that set of binary numbers into something like this. So we get the 255, 255 for both 8 and 8. And we know that because if you remember, if we got 2 to the 8, then it should be 256, but because we're adding numbers including 0, we're adding the numbers including 0, then 255 should be enough instead of 256. Okay, now what about if we got 7 instead of 8? Then we would need to have 254. Okay, um, and I think this is the part where if this were 255, then the answer that I chose where this one is 10 should be okay. But because of the subnet mask, the third set of numbers is 254 and not 255. Therefore, there is a difference in the third set of numbers. And therefore, also what we get would be 11 and not 10. Okay? So, if that's the case, is there anything else that we would need to explain? I think we need to also share that if you need any more explanations, you can look it up at superuser.com, and also a previous video that I uploaded where I was explaining subnet masks, IP addresses, and default gateways. This was a question 2 years ago, October 2022, and I think that should also at least help you understand how to come up with something like this for the subnet mask. And again, the correct answer is letter